Alright, I thought this would be an interesting repair to film. For anybody that doesn't recognize this, this is to hook two horses up to a single wagon or whatever. Like the wagon would attach there somehow, then the horse gets chained up to this. I don't really know. I don't use them, I just fix them. So what's going on is these horses don't pull hard enough to actually break the metal here. They just wear it excessively thin. Not all of them get worn. It's just wherever it rubs, kind of funny. In most of the joints. And every now and then, we gotta go around here. What they have us do is, where it's worn thin, we clean it up and just weld new metal back in there, and that gets these guys back in business for a little while. It's an Amish tool. It's hard to make these, and it's even harder to buy them. So, you know, they try to keep them in service as long as they can. It takes me like 20-30 minutes to fix this. You know, it's going to save them hundreds of dollars. And they'll probably have it in service for another 5-10 years or so before it needs repaired again. So, you know, it's one of them things where some people would just scrap it, that it's definitely worth repairing. So I got the wire wheel ready, I got the flapper wheel, and it's hard to get this stuff perfectly clean. You hit it with the wire wheel and take the welder and just weld some metal in there. I'm using the MIG welder today. I got the Furnius Trans Steel hooked up. I was actually on site at this guy's property with a stick welder today. But it's really hard to do this with a stick welder. If it was just like one or two joints, I would have just done it there. But there's so many of them that are worn out on this one. I figured it would be better to take it back and use the MIG welder. I have a MIG welder that I usually set up on site, but sometimes it's not worth setting everything up just to do a couple seconds worth of welding. So I brought it back here to the shop. I'm gonna get it done. I can get it back to this guy tomorrow, hopefully. As you can see, it's kind of dark out tonight. So yeah, let's get this show on the road here. So I'll probably just show you this one here. I think you guys can see it. Probably won't get any fancy arc shots on this one. I'm trying to get it done, get it out of here. It's getting kind of late. I gotta be somewhere early in the morning, so I might get in the shot. It is what it is. Watch out for them wire wheels, they can be a bit dangerous. They will kick back at you sometimes. Alright, we got our MIG welder set up. We're running 720 on the wire feed, 45 on the volts. Let's get after this. Sometimes the hardest part is positioning this so you can see it. I don't know if you guys at home can see it. I can see it. So let's get it. Actually, I'll show you what I'm doing here. I'll get you a close up. Alright, so since my camera work sucks, I don't have a professional camera set up. I'll show you in there a little bit. You can see I welded the back side. The light's kind of hard to see, but you should be able to see that I welded the back side in there. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. Alright, back side is welded. Now I have a solid surface to weld to, where I can build this up and it will be a solid weld. It may not be as good as if I were to stick weld this or TIG weld it, but it'll still be solid enough to use it for what these guys do with this thing. So I'll set you guys back up over here. I'll get you going over here this time. Maybe zoom you in just a tad bit. Alright, you guys can see it there. Alright, so this is almost where I want it. I think that's about it for that one. Yeah, that should work, I think. Now I'll get it one more. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's what she looks like. All welded out there. I probably could hit that another time. Right there in that little valley. Sometimes, you know, it's tricky because you don't want to overdo it. If you get it built up too much, then when the other piece is moving like that, it'll catch. That's how they wear out. So it has a little bit of a valley to sit in. I don't know, it should be okay. If you get it up, build it up too much, then you gotta get out the grinder, and it takes forever to do these things. So that's about all you really want to do. You know, now it's got some fresh metal to wear out. I had to do this to the other side of that one. I think I got to do it to that one. This little one here. Both of those ones, and the center chain piece as well, and then possibly where the pin goes. So yeah, It's pretty monotonous sometimes, especially when they line up like 7 of these and want you to weld every single joint. Gets pretty monotonous, but you know, it is what it is. It's how you make money. Repairing stuff nobody else wants to repair. So, see ya. Alright, so got her all welded out. Got it all done. It really wasn't quite that bad. Hardest thing is just positioning this stuff. So there, I got that joint, that one, and that one. So all 4 of those. I got this one, the D-ring or whatever it's mounted to. That's got enough metal in it. I got a little bit on the main pin boss. I didn't do anything with this one. I think me or somebody else fixed that one not too long ago. It's got a little bit of wear, but it ain't bad. If you put too much in there, then it's hard to get these things to move freely. I got this one here, and then this one I think was done recently as well. You can see the welds in there. Try to zoom you in. Yeah, I mean you can see like it wore previously about right in there, and then this is all new weld metal, or not new but fairly recent weld metal. Then I welded that one, all 4, or no, all 3 of those. I didn't do that one either, because that one was done recently as well. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no, 11, yeah, 12. 11 or 12 joints all together. It wasn't too bad. Normally I don't get to film these. Some of them are way worse, like way worse. This one wasn't too bad. I think I did this one about a year ago. I just did a couple of the joints, and then we get to now and some more of the joints are wore out. So, you know, it's like an ongoing maintenance battle. I think this is one of their most used ones that they have. But some of them barely have any use. This one always has a lot of use. So hopefully somebody found value in this. You know, hopefully you can get these guys back up and running if you come across a similar repair. So with that, I'm gonna shut up. I got other stuff to do, and it's getting late, so yeah, see ya. Alright, so it's the next day out, as you can see. I went to go take this back to the customer, and I was at the gas station and just happened to be leaning on my tailgate waiting for the gas pump, and I realized that piece there is about ready to crack off. That's one of the main pieces that holds this thing together, so I don't want to give it back to the guy with it being broke. So I'm going to get the stick welder fired up. I got the Transsteel 2200 set up for stick mode right now. We're going to run a 3/32 7018 over that. First we got to clean it up. So we're going to get some gloves on here. The reason why I'm not using MIG for this is because this is one of the main pieces that it does all the pulling pretty much. There's different ways you can clean it up. You can go real hard and get that crack completely ground out. So I'm cleaning it with the wire brush, and then I'll take this flap wheel, see what I get. That's good enough for what I'm doing, I guess. If this is like an I-beam or something, you know, you might want to go a bit more hardcore getting that crack fixed, ground out and whatnot, but I mean, it's just a little thing that pulls wagons around. And I forgot that I was running a 332nd 7018 when I set the welder. So I was actually running 120 amps right there. Mistakes do happen, so I guess we're burning. Now I'm going to turn the welder down and make another pass over that using the proper amperage of about 88 amps. Looks like the other side could use a pass over it. Blew a hole through there, so I'll get that fixed up. And now we're good. Just one electrode. That's all it took. We're back in business. And now we're done. So I'll zoom you in here. Got a little bit of stuff there at the end, but I mean there's a lot of dirt and stuff in here. But it should be good. So send this back out to the customer.